Hey friends, Bill here. We're over here in London for the NFL London trip. It's day 2 today, and looking forward to a good day. There's a game at the Emirates Stadium, which is just about a 10-15 minute walk from where we're staying, and then we're going to go in the city. But yesterday was our first day on the ground. Typically what happens when you come over here, if you've never been to London from the States, is you leave in late afternoon or so, and then land the next morning early. So I got here about 6:40 a.m. and everybody else had arrived pretty much on time. But you get here so early, you just can't come to where we're staying and then go to sleep and start the next day. You get here early enough that you really just take your bags, drop them off where we're staying, and then get out and start preaching. That's exactly what we did. And so basically by 1 o'clock, we were standing in 3 different places in the city preaching. Joe Toy led the team to Stratford Station, an old favorite. Lots of busy folks over there at this big tube and train station. Bobby McCrary led a team to Piccadilly Circus, an old favorite too, one of the premier tourist spots in the city. And then I led us over to Oxford Circus, which is a combination of business, shopping, and tourists. People everywhere, just like normal, just like old times. We haven't been here in 3 years to the city. So it's just like old times, man, people everywhere. And you know what you do, it's basically all the same kind of work. You preach the word, you pass out tracts, you talk to people. You're sowing and watering the word like Scripture says, and we're praying that God gives an increase. Some ground is good ground and some ground is not. Good ground, of course, giving a yield 30, 60, 100-fold. And so we don't know where that good ground is, and we just go preach and sow and water. So lots of good conversations were had. Thousands and thousands and thousands heard the word yesterday. And it does make a difference. If you've never done this work before, then the way you know it makes a difference is you look in the people's eyes as they pass by. God made us in His image. He made us to respond to His word, and people respond. They don't come running up and cling to us and say, what must we do to be saved? That's what we all wish would happen. They do respond in the heart, though, and you can see it. Lots of Christian folks out there are grateful to see us. They'll walk a handful will walk by and say, thank you for being here, bless you, these things. And, plenty of folks walk by and roll their eyes and mock and stuff like that, Hey, that's there. It's always there, but it doesn't deter you. That's why we're there, because people roll their eyes at us and mock us, right? We're there because there's unbelief. We're not there because everybody's a mature Christian. So it was great. If you've never been to London, you look at the videos. We post a couple just to see the thousands of people rolling by every minute. It's an amazing place. Really unlike any other city I've been to. I'm sure there are big cities in the world, but I just haven't been there yet. I've been to every country in the Western world and Western Europe, and so I'm sure some of these Asian cities are just have filled with people. But in the Western world, English first countries, London stands above everything in terms of the consistency of the numbers of people and how they're spread out across the city. It's even better than New York City, which would be our somewhat of equivalent, just because in London there are people seemingly at every tube stop. So we love it here. If you've never been, pray about joining us on another trip. We typically come over here twice a year, in the fall for NFL London, and Lord willing in the summer. We're gonna summer, spring, what's going on. There's a big event I like to do. I've been personally. It's called the Nation 6 tournament, but it's spread throughout the United Kingdom and not isolated into London. So keep on the lookout. Pray about joining us. One other point is that Sports Fan Outreach is a registered charity in the UK. And we're operating over here on this trip under their authority. And charities over here don't have boards. They have trustees who govern them according to the laws of the land. I'm a trustee, a couple other folks. So we are trying to, what I'm saying is we're trying to increase our activity over here in the United Kingdom as well. So there are evangelists at the soccer games and the rugby games and the cricket games, in addition to preaching in the cities, because all these cities, the big city, even small cities like Southampton, have foot traffic. So we definitely have an intent to increase activity over here. So if you're watching, you live in London, in the United Kingdom, contact me. Let's talk about this and see if we can get you to join us while we're here till the 10th, or just get out and preach the gospel. Send me a message to this video, or if you're in London, you can reach us at our London number 020-8133-6955, 020-8133-6955. If you're in the States, call me, text me, 423-724-7500. Last thing, 2024 Paris Olympics. More to come. See you.